what would be some of the things that a deep energy retrofit includes, as opposed to maybe even not just your average renovation, but even a average renovation with some thought to energy efficiency? I mean, what is our deep energy retrofit really doing here?
So the big differences between a deep energy retrofit and a good energy efficient retrofit are that we're doing the R values of the envelope, walls, roof, floor assembly are put in an easy way to remember. R10 for the floor slab, the basement floor slab, R20 for the basement below grade walls, R40 for the above grade walls, and R60 for the roof. Now, if you know the building code at all, those are way beyond what the code requires, and in fact way beyond what Energy Star requires. So it's a lot of insulation. The way you achieve those high insulation values is you do 4 inches of rigid insulation outside the walls. So what you're seeing in this is you see the Tyvek drain wrap on the outside of the wall. The next time you come out, you'll see a thick layer of insulation outside of that. So the whole house is going to grow in its volume because of that, although the interior is not going to shrink. Same thing with the roof. We're going to get about 10 inches or 12 inches of insulation on top of that roof. So
this is a type of insulation that looks like styrofoam.
Correct.
Yeah, polystyrene.
Polyisocyanate.
Okay. There you go.
So envelope insulation and tightness is a big thing. The windows will be triple glazed. So your standard energy efficient windows now are double glazed, 2 layers of glass with gas in between that give you a good energy efficient window. When you go up to 3 layers of glass, you get a much tighter and more higher insulation value in your glass. Very expensive, very high quality. You see a lot of them in Canada and Europe, not so many in the United States yet. And then the other thing is high efficiency mechanical equipment.
Okay.
In this case, they have a good furnace. It's not up to the standards of a brand new high efficiency, but in the same spirit as not throwing everything away just to get to that slightly better increment, we're saving the old boiler, which is another reason this is called a partial DER energy retrofit.
Do they use gas here?
Yes, this is a gas-fired boiler.
Okay, no, that makes sense then. Great. So when you come into a project like this and you start looking around, what's the first thing you take a look at from the perspective of energy, and then also from the perspective of health? Meaning, I know as you tighten up these houses, you don't want to get indoor air quality issues.
Yeah. So the first thing I look at is this house tipping over? Is the roof going like that instead of like this? Do I see major cracks in the foundation? So the basic safety of the house, structural stability, you don't go any further if you got those. You really figure out how to fix those. And then you get into, are there air quality problems? Do I smell mold in the basement? So you get at these fundamental kind of life, safety, health issues before you start talking about anything else. Then, as I mentioned earlier, there's the whole design. What is the program of the retrofit? What are the owners trying to get out of this? In terms of energy, after the kind of structural, air quality, health issues, you move on to the building envelope, which I've been talking about. You move to mechanical systems. You move to window replacements. All of those before we start talking about alternative energy sources, which are the fun stuff in a way that people like to see, the solar panels. This house may get solar panels in the future, but it's not at all part of this package because that's above and beyond the best energy savings and the best bang for your buck are the things we've been talking about. Solar panels are great. We should do them. We should do photovoltaics and hot water, but we're not going to go there until we've taken care of all this other work.
Yeah, a lot of folks talk about how when we think about return on investment, in actual fact, some of the boring stuff, some of the run-of-the-mill stuff like insulation, sealing up your house, before you get to the world of alternative energy, purely from a dollar perspective.
That's right.
Terrific thing. Good. Can we take a look inside?